friends. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's good to see you. Nice to see you guys. It's been a couple weeks, but it's all good. It's good to see you guys, as usual. I am Maisha T. Hill. I'm the guide here at Check Your Privilege. As usual, always loving to say hello and check in and just keep on keeping on with y'all. Gonna go through our housekeeping, the things that we usually do. I am a Black settler on Paiute land here in Las Vegas, Nevada. If you're new to our platform, if you're new to the community, we do the practice of land reverence in the comments. Always making sure to give reverence to the land, because colonization and decolonization is an ongoing process. And we always want to tell the truth. We want to tell the truth of where the land came from. And we want to tell the truth of the broken treaties with the United States government and the ways in which colonization has caused harm to our indigenous communities. So if you could name yourself as a settler on the land you live on, that would be dope. Here at Check Your Privilege, when we see comments, we don't engage. We don't give our energy away. We just block, bless, and report. So make sure if there's a comment that you see, make sure that you hit block and bless, and make sure that you don't say anything about it, because we just don't waste our energy with that. Also want to invite you to know that this is not our platform, so at any given moment, Instagram or Facebook can decide to get rid of us. So click the link in bio and join our mailing list. Also, this place is a place where we do our best not to promote shames. We try to do our work from the lens of restorative justice. So this is not a shaming space, because Bell Hooks says that shaming is one of the deepest tools of imperialist, white supremacist, capitalist patriarchy, because shame produces trauma and trauma produces paralysis. And so we've come to learn and know that shame on the anti-racism journey is what keeps you complacent and what gets people to quit and goes before they get started. There is a site where you can find the land you have settled on. Someone might post it in the comments, or somebody might, it's in the Co-Conspirators Lounge for sure. Check Your Privilege is on Twitter. We're not very active there yet, but we are there. So yes, thank you guys for being here. If you're new, so grateful that you found us, and so grateful that you're here on the journey. I want to just do a little bit of a brag. If you're new here, we do housekeeping, land reverence, housekeeping, and we're going to do a brag, and we'll do a little bit of what we're going to talk about here. So tomorrow, Co-Conspirators, we're going to have us a little election watch party. It's going to be absolutely amazing. If you are new to the community and don't know what the Co-Conspirators Lounge is, it's our membership. And so basically it's for as little as $1 per month. Yep, we go low. You are able to get a monthly masterclass and all types of amazing trainings with myself and other collective members that you'll see on this platform. Some of the folks that you see that are going to present in our conference. We give you guys monthly trainings, a Q&A check-in. We also do nonviolent communication and practice. So if you want to join us as a co-conspirator, sign up. The link's in the bio. Hang out with us tomorrow during our election watch party. Election watch party is going to be lit. We are going to have some giveaways. We are going to have some super cool, amazing things. So you do not want to miss our watch party. We're going to make it fun. Bring your wine, bring your cheese, and let's be in community together. One of the things that you saw us talk about today was the idea of self-care, right? And all of the Co-Conspirators Lounge members who we're in community with, they have a little assignment for this week, because we know it's going to be a week. And it's going to be a week where we're going to empower everybody to take good care of your mental and emotional health, because activist burnout is real. So Audre Lorde, the ancestor, says that caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it's self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare. What we see happening in real time here in America during November 3rd every 4 years is political warfare, where we choose our side. And I'm not here to talk politics, but here's what I am here to do, is saying that we're in political warfare. And while we're in this warfare, you need to take care of yourself. right? You need to disengage, re-engage. Make sure you're doing what you need to do for yourself and for your soul. There's two types of care, friends. There's self-care and there's soul care. They're all one and the same. Self-care is really attending to and respecting the limitations of our needs physically, mentally, and emotionally. Think about yourself as a car, right? Every now and then you need a tune-up. Every now and then you need an oil change. Every now and then you get a flat tire, you got to stop yourself on the side of the road. Similar to you on your anti-racism journey. You have to have that same level of self-care to know when it's time to give yourself an oil change, when it's time to change your flat tire, when it's time to do all of those things. You have to know. But soul care is a little bit deeper, because soul care is when we look at our personal health and wellness as it pertains to the soul. And one of our guides here, A.C. Brown, tells us all the time that this work of anti-racism is our soul being on the line. And soul care is going to look different for everybody. Between self-care and soul care, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to this, right? There's really doing what you need to do to take care of yourself and knowing your body's signals of when you need to slow down and do those things, and practice self-care and practice reimagining and re-envisioning how you will keep yourself sustained on your journey moving forward. A lot of us who are educators and guides are actually living into that for ourselves. We're taking breaks. We're slowing down. We're calling ourselves in. And the call to us as leaders is to tell you to do the same. It's political warfare, and self-care is the same. So how are you planning to take care of yourself and disconnect? You have to disconnect to reconnect, especially in the social political world that we live in, right? So when we think about taking care of ourselves, when we think about wellness, we think about what does our heart need? What does our body need? Our mind? What is our community? Right? We think about who can support me on my journey right now. And what else do I need to do for my soul and spirit? What are the needs? And you write all those down, you journal about them. And you think through and you figure out, you guys, what is the heart, body, mind, and community connection I need on my journey for the next week? Because it'll be easy to just be like, okay, well, I'm not going to watch TV. I'm not going to watch the election. I'm just going to disengage if it gets off the chain. You need to be having that plan in motion today. You should have had that plan in motion 2 weeks ago. While we were watching debates, you should have been planning for the ways in which you are going to care for yourself, regardless of the outcome, because there's two scenarios to think about. Two scenarios to think about. One scenario means that there's going to be explicit racism, so you have no choice but to use your voice. The other scenario is, let's get comfortable and complacent because we have somebody who's on my side. Let me say that one more time. There's two outcomes here. One outcome is, if this person wins, I'm going to have to keep pushing myself and forcing myself to fight, because then it goes into force and overproduction and overperforming. That's a whole nother conversation that I'll do in the lounge. And forcing yourself into the work because there is someone who is racist in the White House. And or the other scenario is you get comfortable because the person who is on your side is in the White House, so now you can slow down. I want you guys to meditate on what I just said and think about that. And then still think about the ways that, regardless of the outcome, complacent in comfort or actively fighting, either way it goes, you should still stay actively fighting. But you have to have self-care, soul care at the center, at the core of the work that you do. That's why so many of us that are activists and advocates burn out and give up, because we're tired. It is, one of the ancestors says that freedom is a constant struggle. And part of this constant struggle means that we have to continue to push ourselves. We have to continue to fail forward on this journey, but also make sure that we take good care of ourselves. Because so many of us do this for what we think are the right reasons, but it's not until you're in that deep soul work, until you can realize and recognize that the deep soul reasons require rest. You cannot function without rest. You can be tired. You cannot want to give up till there's real change. I get it. At the same time, as my uncle used to always tell me, Rome was not built in a day. This is an empire. It's like Star Wars, right? We're like the resistance. But there's rest and resistance, because if you're not resting while you're resisting, you are upholding the tenets of white supremacy, overproduction, overconsumption, doing all of the things. Self-care, soul care needs to be at the core of the work. And my call to action today is to remember that. To assess your needs, to assess your heart, to assess your community, to assess your commitments, assess yourself. And then depending on what happens tomorrow, you have a choice. You can get on the news, you can go on social media, or you can just be like, you know what, on Wednesday, regardless of the outcome, I'm going to take care of myself. If you're in the Co-Conspirators Lounge, and if you want to be in here on the long haul, that you know that when you wake up on Wednesday morning, you're going to take a pause. When you wake up on Wednesday morning, you are going to take a pause and say, you know what? Blah, blah, blah is the outcome. I need to take care of myself today. Because you already know if you get on social media, if you watch the news, your nervous system is going to be dysregulated and you're going to be in fight or flight. You're going to be responding to trolls. That's why you got to protect your energy, and that's why we keep telling y'all that. So, as you saw earlier today, we're giving you the ancestors are telling you guys about self-care, soul care. I'm here to remind you, when you think of your rhythm and impact today, this week, what is the rhythm and impact of you taking rest on your anti-racism journey? What does that look like for you? I love you guys. Keep living into your work. I will see you guys Thursday. If you're coming to our election watch party, click that link in the bio to sign up. You got to be in the lounge to join the watch party. Like, you have to be like a member, but it's going to be dope. And we'll tell you guys more about it. But thank y'all for being in our community. Lean into the discomfort, and we will see you guys this week. Much love.